We'll put it like that.
Nice.
What's it like? I was actually there in attendance in Cleveland for Coe's first career NFL touchdown, which was awesome. And,
Awesome.
It was a great game. You could hear me on camera. I was just screaming, "Say it ain't so, Coe! Say it ain't so!" Sadly, from there, the game kind of went off the rails a little. That was the last high moment of that game, but it was a great game. Overtime loss, fun time.
Yeah.
How was that moment for you? Seeing the first, whether it was on TV, in person, wherever you were, seeing his first NFL touchdown. How was that?
Well, dude, I mean, we were at home because it was a away game. We don't travel to a lot of the away games because we can get into that later. But, to watch that and to think I wished I was there live. So to have your video was so cool. And just that, this is so cool. I mean, that was so cool for us. Catching it from Tom Brady, right? Like he's got the ball yet. First NFL touchdown means a lot, right? I mean, as a dad, that's just so cool to see. And it was fun to watch. And, it didn't have the outcome we wanted, but still the same. What a memory! What a memory to have, right? So,
and honestly,
cool.
those. One of the best guests ever, the Buccateers in the house tonight. You guys hear him on Tampa radio all the time. He's one of the best in the business. My favorite personal in the business. That's why I'm elated tonight. Growing up in the Chicago area, you're used to sports radio. That's what gets me through the day. So this man does help get me through the day, I will say, with the Pat and Aaron show at work. Nothing like it. So it's incredible. It looks like we got Stunna bumbling in. I'm Tampa Tones. We are joined by lead goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat Donovan.
It looks like Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like he got a little...
No, my camera's broke.
And he was trying to pull me in big time. And then I was like, nothing happened with Indianapolis yet. Like, I really want to give Indy a chance. And then also I talked to Cody Gruden, once he took over Rich McCann, and still like, well, look, I was like, y'all just give me the opportunity to explore free agency, see what's going on, and then can I make us do it.
All right, everyone, you are tuned into the Buccateers, a wide receiver, Kalen Geiger, and we are about to have a great pod. This is the Buccateers. You're tapped in, and here we go. Howdy ho, howdy hey, how the hell is everybody? Welcome into the Bowl Blitz. It's supposed to be with J-Lo. Who the hell knows where he is on a game day? This is unacceptable. We're going to have to find him here on Thursday Night Football game day, the first debut of the Bowl Blitz, and the kids know where to be found. But nonetheless, Tampa Tones here. Pregame in Thursday Night Football, Bucs Falcons. It's going to be a fun one, very fun one indeed tonight, as it kind of feels like a must-win for the Buccaneers. And we got stars returning. We got bets of the game to go over and so much more. Richard, happy game day, fellas. Hope you're bricked up, Richard. I know I'm ready to roll. I know I'm excited here on Thursday Night Football game night. I'm amped up. It's going to be a fun one. It should be a fun one, at least, with Evans out there, Godwin out there, Igbook out there, and the other young pups. It's going to be a lot of fun. First to fire their coach bowl. Whoa, 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 whoa. It could be true, though. I mean, if the Bucs lose this game, Todd Bowles' seat is officially hotter than ever. And if the Falcons lose this seat, Raheem Morris could be dismissed by as soon as this weekend. So, not a bad point there, Richard. A lot of people seem to be saying that. Virgin Boys, I should not watch documentary. I'm hyped. No. I'm here to explain why the defense is about to right the ship tonight against Kirk Cousins. So don't freak out. Don't panic. Don't do any of that here on the Buccateers. We're going to be staying with you here for about 30, 40 minutes or so, leading you up for kickoff. Strongly considering picking up Kirk in fantasy. Don't do that. Quit it. These Bucs fans, what are we doing here? No, none of that. None of that. I do love that. The creamsicle on. I got my creamsicle on. We're ready to roll. Grizz, I am with you. Let's fucking win the fucking game. Let's fucking win the fucking game. I'm tired of all the lose. We gotta fire a coach to lose. Shut up. Tired of it. No. No. Stop that. Stop being an idiot. You don't lose on purpose in this league. You get 17 games a year. Then you get an off season for months in the cold, in the winter. Boring sports on. Baseball, women's basketball, NASCAR. You miss football. You want more football games, not less. We should lose out, Fire Top. What are you, an idiot? Half of you fans. My Lord. My Lord. Just tired of these fans. Guess J-Lo is tired too. We finally have him here. You're going to get a late fine, mister. This is your show. How the hell are you doing?
Good. Obviously, I am late. But yeah,
Jenny, go Bucs. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. I'm just tired of these fans being so damn bitter.
Man,
so hard-headed. So terrible. It's messed up. And Grizz, I couldn't agree more. I mean, now, Buca's a bust, dude. Still top. Exactly. And do people forget? He not had to jump up one roll. He had to jump up 2 rolls. Possibly 3 rolls. McMillan and him were supposed to battle for wide receiver 3. Now all of a sudden he's a bust because Baker Mayfield didn't throw the ball in the right spot. He still should have caught it. But come on. What are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here as Bucs fans? Get your shit together. Get your fucking creamsicle gear on and watch a game tonight and enjoy. Don't be rooting for the offseason. Don't be rooting for coaching change. If you do, don't be a fan. If you want a coaching change after the season, that's fine. But it's week 15, 2025, not March of 2026. What do you guys want to go back to the days when it's November and say, oh, yeah, we're good. We're going to start looking at the draft? No. And if you do that, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I just laughed at people. I'm just laughing. Somebody said make Grizz head coach.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You join late. Okay. I'm just tired of Bucs fans that, are on Twitter crying, giving up on the season, trying to fire their coaching staff. Everybody's all over the place. Now we got bust. Now we got coaches fired. It's ridiculous. David Zussman, the only fans that are right are the ones who already realize Jason Light is an incompetent GM. He's not incompetent. He has his flaws, but again, this is what we mean by Bucs fans being over the arch. By being too much. Jason Light's incompetent. Fire Light. Do you listen to yourself? He brought Bruce Arians here, Ndamukong Suh here, Rob Gronkowski here. I said the other night on the show, yes, he's partly to blame for this, sure. But you don't fire the guy. What the hell is wrong with some of you? J-Lo, welcome in. Thoughts? I'm just bubbling. It's been just annoying.
No, very annoying. Like I said, Bucs fans will be Bucs fans. This ain't our first rodeo, bro. I mean, the last 2 years, they've been doing the same crap, same bullshit. Fire Bowles, fire Light. He's incompetent. It is what it is, man. When we lose, people are going to hate. They're going to say what they want to say. That's their whatever decision. But at the same time, the real Bucs fans know who the real Bucs fans are. And obviously some of these fans are checked out already when the season's not even over yet. I don't understand that.
Just pathetic, some of it. Really sad. But I'm focused on tonight. We're here on our first Bowl Blitz, Tampa Tones, J-Lo. I better move away from the Buck fan subject before I blow a blood vessel. But my Lord, it's every year. As Grizz says, we used to pray for times like these. Pray.
Really?
Lamar, aloha, guys. How you doing? Never met you guys. Fired A cannons. Yeah, let's fire the damn cannons tonight. As fans, let's get behind our team too. And you talk about pathetic. Look at the damn seats last Sunday. Where are you, Bucs fans? Where are you? Oh, the weather's as bad. It's raining. It's football weather. You're a season ticket holder. You go to the game because no Saints fans are coming to that game. That's for damn sure. But you finally have the opportunity to go to the game because you can't make your profit, which I totally get. And then you don't show up. And if you do, you're nowhere to be found in the seat. You're probably on the pirate ship or doing something. Anyway, Thursday Night Football here. J-Lo documentary came out today as well. Did you watch any of that yet, or are you saving it, brother?
No, I caught the first episode. Very intriguing. I was into the second episode, but then I stopped it. So I'm definitely going to continue watching it. Very intriguing indeed. Shout out to all the producer and everybody that put that together.
Shout out indeed. And a beautiful thing, Amazon Prime. We've had people on our show, Brad Johnson specifically, who said they were interviewing for this sort of thing this offseason. So cool stuff there to see the Bucs 50th season celebration getting going, firing on all cylinders. And I'm excited, man. I mean, in order to make this video package really epic, though, we got to win, got to get into the playoffs. Unless we do that, then I'll save these videos for the offseason. I still might save them for the offseason. Why not, right? If Tom Brady never came here, he would never make it to a Super Bowl game. I want to keep bowl. But, dude, he did come here because he worked with light. Brady worked with light, so he came here. It's simple. It's 1 + 1 = 2. This isn't 80 times 2 minus 48 times a million. This is simple math. Simple. Everybody deserves a blame. Nobody deserves to get fired yet. And if you think somebody should get fired yet, you're not a Bucs fan and you don't deserve to watch a game tonight. So please don't. Do us all a favor. If you're calling for Todd Bowles already, if you're calling for Jason Light already, stay on that side of the fence. And if we win tonight, don't come back. Because we don't need you and we don't want you here on this side. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, Richard, exactly. Our team, no matter what, we lose one game to the Saints and everybody's giving up. My goodness. Just terrible stuff. Parrish 21, I believe. Bucs diehard fan from Hanford, California. Great to have you in, Parrish, I believe, as well. So we got a couple believers here, at least, as our guy Huge Purple is here. Sup, crew? Let's get it. Let's get it indeed, Huge Purple. I'm ready for tonight. Let's see how it goes. Is it true that quarterback Tom Brady walked into the building to talk with Mayfield and the team? I'm not sure. I have not heard that Brady has came into the building. I don't think he did come into the building, J-Lo, because he's an owner of the Raiders, and I haven't heard that yet. So I highly doubt that's true.
No, I agree. I find that hard to believe. Ever since he became minority owner of the Raiders, I don't see him going to any other franchises, facilities, or anything like that. So that would shock me if that was the case.
I agree with King Cook. Fake Bucs fans should have left when Brady did. Yeah, we sure had enough of those disgusting Bucs, Gronk, Patriots, Brady jerseys floating around in the stands. What? And most of you guys are great people, but for the little bit of the fan base that, we got to lose out so Bulls get. What the hell is wrong with you? Just terrible.
I can't stand when they talk like that.
Just stupid, man. Just stupid stuff. But we can't rant all night. We got a game to talk about, J-Lo. Thoughts on tonight's game? It seems like Evans is officially active, ready to roll. The Bucs are going to be here, ready, fired up on Thursday night against Atlanta. And they're in their creamsicle. Thoughts on tonight's vibes with the creamsicles and Ray J? You're around the area. What say you on the vibes?
No, I will say the creamsicle vibe is awesome. When I left work early today, I saw creamsicle flag, everything creamsicle around people in the stores and all that. For the most part, the vibe's very real. And the team seems very, very ready and fired up to go out there and get a W and get over the loss this past Sunday.
Couldn't agree more. We got to go out there. We got to win the game. We got to get back into the W column. If you win the game, you could look at it glass half full. Suddenly you won 2 out of 3 games, although you folded to the Saints. But got to look past that and just keep moving forward. Everybody's saying Kirk Cousins going to thrash us. Kirk Cousins this, Kirk Cousins that. I think we upend him tonight, J-Lo. I think we get the best of him. He's not the same Kirk Cousins. He's another year older. He's without Drake London. He's a little less mobile. Bunch of things helping out the Bucs. Jason Pierre-Paul will be in that coaching role tonight as he's inactive, which was expected. I mean, we signed him Tuesday. A guy who hasn't played football in 2 years isn't going to suddenly play on Thursday. If we played Sunday, sure, right? He might suit up, ready to roll. But the fact we're playing Thursday, too quick of a turnaround, right?
No, I agree. Let him, be in the sideline, coaching up the younger group, get them hyped up. Go out there, get to Kirk Cousins, because Cousins is not what he was in the past. To me, I feel like he's checked out. I think he's done. And I think the defense is going to play a lot better than they did on Sunday.
Excited for this offense. Hopefully they can get it going. Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, you get Evans returning, which would do good things for Igbuka. I think he bounces back tonight, J-Lo. I really think Igbuka has a big game because he knows what's on the line. He knows a lot of flack. And again, I think the pass was on Baker last week, right? Although Igbuka had his hands on it. That was a terrible pass by Baker Mayfield. I'm pretty sure Baker would be the first one to say that was a terrible pass by him. But at days end, you got to catch it. But if you watch it on film, Igbuka is going the one way. Baker Mayfield throws the ball the complete other way of where Igbuka's running. Baker has to improve upon that, J-Lo. And I know Igbuka still has to catch that. But a key in this game is Baker missed Cade Otton on 4th down. Baker missed Igbuka wide open. I mean, these are throws that Baker was making weeks 1 through 8, why he was the MVP, and now he's just not making it.
No, Baker's definitely not playing really as well the last few games. At least to me, after the bye week, I feel he's kind of like stepped down a little bit and regressed on some of his throws because he's missed some throws, and I know he wish he could take back some of the games I've watched. Booker's got to make that catch, but at the same time, Baker put the ball a little too high where it didn't need to be that high. All he had to do was put it right in his hands, and he would have walked right in the end zone. So, unfortunately, hopefully he'll, just get the ball more accurate tonight on his throws. I do agree with you. I think Igbuka is definitely going to get a lot of touches tonight. I think Mike's going to be mostly decoy to help open up the offensive playbook a little bit. And plus, Godwin's starting to come on too, so it's going to be very interesting to have all 4 of these receivers we've been waiting to see all season to see how we're going to utilize them tonight.
And Grizz is exactly right. Cade was at the sticks. Ball is low in the dirt. That's on Baker. I'm tired of people blaming Otton and all these guys. And it's like, yeah, they haven't been playing good, I know, but Baker's not perfect. He's not, you got to put some of the blame on him. So it's a group effort. A team effort. If Baker hits Igbuka in the end zone, that's a touchdown. If Baker hits Otton on that last drive, we keep it going. Again, could Igbuka caught the ball? Sure, but when it's a bad throw, anything could happen, and that's what happened. It was a bad throw. Again, if you watch a film, Igbuka's breaking the one way, Baker totally throws it the way he's not going. And if you know anything about ball, when you got to redirect your route and course, that's one of the hardest corrective actions to make. So I'd like to see Baker clean up tonight. I think Igbuka's going to have a big game. I'm tired of people using the word drop for that particular one. He has had bad drops. Let's not put that past Igbuka, right? But that touchdown, I put more on Bake. Let's get them to a touchdown tonight. What say you, J-Lo? I kind of like that.
No, agreed. I think definitely there's going to be a lot more, better plays tonight. I feel Baker's going to be a little bit more spot on with his throws for the most part. And also, we got, run the ball, get the ball to Bucky too, get that offense going, not just put it all on Baker to throw the ball the whole entire game. That's one thing I feel we lacked on last week. We didn't run the ball as much because, I don't know, we just stopped running it. I feel like we need to run the ball more to create the play action to take less pressure off Baker. And you got to remember, our O-line's depleted, man. Now we're back to 2 practice squad guards now. So now I don't know how they're going to handle that part. But tonight, I feel they'll be ready to go.
People got to remember, if you watch a film, that's another thing, right? Get the run game going, 4th down. Why are we going for it? That 4th and 1 toss to Bucky was a perfect call. Devin Culp, tight end, completely whiffs on a block right in front of him and goes to block nobody. And guess who makes the tackle? The guy that Devin Culp. All he had to do was make contact with him. Hell, if you chip him, Bucky gets to the edge and probably gets 20 yards. It's things like that that are hindering the run game. I'm not going to sit here and blame Grizzard for everything. He sure does deserve a handful of blame here and there. But it's plays like that where, hey, maybe that's why we haven't seen Devin Culp, right? And maybe that's why tonight, J-Lo, when he goes out there and tries to earn more playing time in the future, he's got to make those sort of blocks, which will help out this run game. That's why Cade Otton has been so key this year. I know he's dropped some, but his blocking can't go unheralded.
No, I couldn't agree more. And like you just said, he needs to go out there and ball out and showcase that he deserves to be on the field and make plays. And you can't put it all on Grizz as much. I mean, yes, there are some blames. You got to remember it's his first year play calling. He's not had a full offensive line starters. He's had to deal with injuries. I mean, you got to look at those factors too. So I feel I'm giving Grizzard a little bit of grace right now, because when you're taking over the play calling and you don't have all your players in, and I mean not all of your players because we've been missing receivers, Bucky was out, but now he's got these players in now. So let's see what he has now in his bag of tricks with all these players back.
Exactly right, Huge Purple, though. These drops could be discussed in the offseason. Right now we're worried about winning football games, and you want to encourage a rookie, and you fix that problem this offseason. Too many people out here just being too negative, and it's not good for the charisma. It's not good for the team. So us as fans have to do better. People around the team just have to do better and encourage a rookie instead of discourage him. So we are live here on the Buccateers, Tampa Tones, J-Lo, the Bowl Blitz, new show. A little different this week because it is a Bucs game day as well. So using it as a pregame base. Grizz, he's middle of the league in year 1 as a first-year guy. That's fine for an OC. Yeah, remember, Dave Canales was only middle of the league when he was here. It's not like he was a top-rated OC or anything like that. So, yeah, Grizz is just doing his job this far, and we'll see if he could continue to produce and get better and better. But J-Lo, the GOAT, Mike Evans, is returning tonight. 30 seconds or less. Mike Evans, creamsicle, Thursday Night Football. That place is going to be very excited.
Oh, yeah. I got the jersey on right here. I got representing Mike tonight, seeing him the creamsicle, seeing him back on the field. I think he's definitely going to help the offense a lot as far as Ibuka getting some one-on-ones, Godwin getting some one-on-ones. I mean, that's going to be key with Mike Evans being back, because that's what he does. He takes the double team away from the other players.
And that's why I think Ibuka could have an effective game tonight. I think Evans could draw coverage away. Godwin could squeak open. A lot could happen tonight. McMillan might be out there playing. I think inactives are out, so let's see if the inactive report is out. Yeah, Parrish, I was talking to this with my pops the other night, how every receiver, Godwin, Evans, Ibuka, gets a little bit of a case of the dropsies a little bit. And we got to fix that. But it happens. It really does happen. J-Lo, we're going to go over the Bucs Bets of the night now. Let me just try and find the inactives list first.
I got it right here, Tones, if you need me to read
Buccaneers team. J-Lo, you want to take over the inactives?
Yeah. So inactives tonight, of course, the third-string quarterback, Connor Bazak. Of course, Avasi Dance, which we knew. Elijah Klein, Benjamin Morrison, he's inactive. K-Dot, of course. Elijah Simmons. Why is he inactive? I don't understand that. But okay.
Why the hell are we keeping him inactive? This is getting old. This is coaching malpractice.
And then Tyke Smith inactive. So It's going to be the Izzy show tonight in Tyke's spot. But back to Simmons, I don't understand why he's inactive. To me, he was a big run.
It's whoever's making the call, J-Lo. I don't care if it's the GM, the head coach of DC, Larry Foote. It's got to stop. Our run defense is so much better with Simmons in there. Who the hell, like, we released Brewer, so what are we doing? You know, like, what are we doing here?
Well, and then I think they're playing the other guy.
Gostis, we did elevate. Elevate Gostis.
So he's playing, so I don't get it. We're trying something different now with Gostis, where we all felt Simmons was doing a pretty good job at the run stuff. I don't get that. That's
and
still
rookie development, you're taking it away from Simmons too.
I don't know. That's just another unquestionable call. I don't understand that. Is he not performing at practice? I mean, what's he doing? I don't get it.
I hope Gostis proves me wrong, but I'd rather see a 37-year-old JPP out there 48 hours into his Bucs tenure number 2. I'll tell you that.
No, seriously, it's ridiculous.
And if I see Logan Hall fucking whiff again tonight, if I see Anthony Nelson take one more half-ass angle tonight, do we want to blame Todd Bowles on that too? Is that Todd Bowles' fault that Logan Hall can't sack a fucking bag of potatoes if it was right in front of him? Or Anthony Nelson, I know he had a great Saints number 1 game, but my God, is he regressed or what this year?
I don't understand that either. I mean, whatever happened to wrap up, take your opponent down? I don't get that on the tackling. I mentioned it last night with Zion McCollum with his little bullshit booming hits. Like, wrap up your guy and take him down. Go for the punch the ball out. Like, I don't know. That was just terrible, especially with vets, you know, like Nelson, Hall. I guess you want to call him a vet. Well, he's in his 4th year and he still can't make a damn tackle. I don't understand that.
The great Olivia joins. Hey, friends, let's get a Bucs win. Let's get a Bucs win. We love our lady listeners. They might be trying to sneak him into year 2. Well, then do something and keep him around. I agree with you, Grizz, but, like, play your best players, right? Don't get too cute and over the top. No gap integrity. Yeah, that's why I hope Servace is speedy, well recovery. I don't mean to sound like this, but I'm interested to see what Deion Jones and the other guys could do tonight, J-Lo. Sometimes you got to butter your bread with what you got, and it can't get much worse coming from the middle line. But and even Levante, the hell was that last week? You got 5th-round pick Devin Neal dead to rights, 10 yards in the backfield, and he literally runs right through you. Just a terrible effort. And I love Antoine Winfield, and he's still good, but he's nowhere near he once was. I mean,
no. He's shown flashes early in the year, but now it's just kind of like, what are we doing, man? Like, come on. Where's the all-pro safety we saw 2 years ago that made plays? And all of a sudden now he's regressed. And as far as Levante goes, Father Time has caught up with him, obviously. I don't know what's going to happen with him after this year. To me, I think he retires. That's just my opinion. We can discuss another time. But this defense has got to get together. Wrap up, make your tackles, play better, get out there in space, get out to the quarterback. Especially, please, for Christ's sake, get pressure on old Kirk Cousins. He's not what he used to be. Get pressure on the man. Pass rush, come alive, get after him.
And this is the time to get mad. This isn't the time to be, oh, nice, we got to be everything. No, this is the time to get pissed off. As a fan, as a player, you don't ask for jobs, you don't ask for firings, but you get your ass in the seat and you cheer your ass off, pissed off, and good things will come of it. Don't just sit there, oh, you know, whatever happens, it's the Bucs life. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to be a Bucs fan at day's end too, but we want this team to win, and the more we win, the better chance our coach keeps his job, which I guess a lot of people don't want, evidently. But, you know, this is just fandom is just weird. You got to be amped. You got to be high energy. You got to be pissed off, J-Lo. It's that time. It's week 15, not week 5. It's get up or go time.
Exactly. Create a spark, man.
And you were at the game last week with your little one. She stuck it out. Where the hell was everybody else? Like, what is that?
Some fans just, I don't know, they just checked out. They didn't like what they see, and it's really sad and depressing. And all I can do is just keep cheering for my team and see, you know, Try to get a win. Get a win. Guess what? It's going to change a lot of attitudes. Maybe not many, but some people will change their mind if we get a win tonight. Get back in the winning trail. Because that's what happens. You start winning games. Guess what? Fans will start, turn the corner and root for your team again. But at the same time, firing top bowls right now is not going to happen. If you're a real Bucs fan, you know the Glazers don't do that. They stick it out until the end of the season. And let's wait for season's end. You never know what could happen. We've been down this road the last 2 years. Losing record, trailing to come back, and we made the playoffs. Won a playoff game at home. And I don't care if the Eagles were checked out or not. It doesn't matter. You went in there and you dominate and you bitch slap them. That's what they need to do tonight. You take that attitude, you go into that game tonight, and you bitch slap the Falcons and Raheem Morris out the building. Let them know that they had no business competing or even playing right now because they checked out. Raheem Morris has lost the locker room, okay? Newsflash. This is nothing new. He did the same thing when he was here, and he's doing it again in Atlanta. So now, Bucs fans, let's go out there, root for the team, push these boys and get after them. Use that voice. I know Cam Jordan heard my ass this past Sunday, and he heard me, and I told him you're a fucking clown. So go out there and you tell the Falcons they're a bunch of clowns. Get under their...
We got a job to do as fans, so let's make sure we do a good job of it, right? I just think we could be a little bit better as Bucs fans as we do move on to our Bucs bets. J-Lo, would you rather a Bucs money line tonight, $10 would win you 4 if they win straight up, or Bucs at -5.5 points, 10 to win you 10?
I'll go with the -5. Go for the 10.
Grizz, Bucs fans don't care about the team. They just want recognition from the national media and pats on the back. A lot of them do, sadly, and it is sad. So I don't know what changed, man. We started winning a little bit, and Bucs fans got a little crazy, just wild stuff. Bucky Irving or Mike Evans or Emeka Egbuka to score a touchdown tonight, J-Lo. Bucky is 10 to win 13. Evans is 10 to win 17. Egbuka 10 to win 18.
I'm going to go with Egbuka. I think he really wants to make up for that drop last week. I say Egbuka definitely, I think we'll get that touchdown.
I'm all over Egbuka tonight, man. I think he's going to have a big bounce back. I think he's going to have 86, 95 yards at range, a touchdown, 6 or 7 catches, help propel this team to victory. Out of the middle of the pack, guys, J-Lo. Godwin, 10 to score a touchdown would be 25. Rashad White, 10 to score a touchdown would be 28. Or Jalen McMillan, 10 to score a touchdown would be 35.
Let me go with Godwin. Godwin's due for a touchdown. He's been playing a little bit better each game, so give me Godwin on that one.
The medium odds now, Payne Durham, 10 to win 40. Sean Tucker, 10 to win 43. Or Baker Mayfield to scramble one in, 10 to win 60.
Give me Sean Tucker. I think I'll bet on Tucker on that one.
And now we got the long shot, guys. Sterling Shepard, 10 to win 65. Tez Johnson, 10 to win 110. Devin Culp, 10 to win 140. Or Cam Johnson, 10 to win 240.
Tough one. I'm going to go with Culp. This is Culp's time to shine. I think I'll bet on Culp on that one.
Richard saying bold prediction, Cam Johnson returns one for a touchdown. That would be something if that were to come true. You never know. I mean, we could use a spark. He's been good in the punt return game, but kick return still a little to be desired. I feel like the Bucs, that's another thing. We always get hindered greatly in our kick return coverage. That is very true. Baker Mayfield over under J-Lo passing yards 215.5.
I say over.
I like the over as well. Touchdown passes by the player. Baker Mayfield over under 1.5.
I like that bet. I can see him throwing 2 tutties.
Kirk Cousins to throw an interception over under half an interception.
That's going to be a real question mark, but I'm confident we'll pick them off, so I'll say over.
I like that as well. Total pass attempts by the player. Baker Mayfield over under 31.5 pass attempts for Baker.
I'm going to say under because I think we're going to be able to run the ball pretty well to where he won't be throwing the ball as much because I know the Falcons' run defense has not been very good this year. So give me under on that one.
I'll help jump in here. And Mecca Igbigbu, as Gronk would say, over under receiving yards 49.5. Give me the over there. I like the over for Igbuka 49.5. J-Lo Godwin over under 39.5.
Man, that's kind of low. I say over. I think he'll get over that mark.
Evans is 39.5 as well. I wouldn't be shocked if it's under in this one. Like, it could easily be over, but J-Lo, I'm thinking like 3 catches, 40-ish yards, maybe a touchdown, but more of a decoy game from Big Mike.
No, absolutely.
All righty, let's see who else. Bucky Irvin over under 19.5.
Is that receiving yards?
Yep, receiving yards.
I think he's going to be running the ball more, so I'll stay under on that one. I think they're going to hand him the ball more than doing the screens and all that stuff.
I agree with you. Jalen McMillan over under 9.5.
Oh man, all it takes is one catch for a first down, and he'll hit it. So I'd say over. I think he'll make a catch or two.
I agree. I think he will make a catch or two as well. Rashad White over under 8.5.
8.5 rushing or receiving?
No, we're still on receiving, buddy.
Oh, my bad, receiving. That I'll say over. I think Rashad will get a nice screen or dump off and get that yardage.
Huge Purple says over. I wonder for what, but we like that he's thinking over. That's always beneficial. Being the over. Now we'll go on to rushing, J-Lo. From receiving to rushing, let's go into the world of rushing. If it could pull up. Oh, I'm Bucky. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, we're listing a lot of them here. A lot of overs. Hopefuls, at least. But, J-Lo, the thing about Bucky is all it takes is one catch for a guy like him to get his over and catch yards. I mean, what week was that? I'm trying to think, who was it against early in the year where he took that wheel route and kind of ran it for the touchdown?
Oh, that was the Philly game against Philly. He got the wheel route and took it to the house.
Yeah, that was just incredible stuff there. Over under 59.5 rushing yards from Bucky Irvin tonight, J-Lo.
I say over. I think he'll hit over that.
How about 19.5 from Baker Mayfield?
I say over. He's been running the ball last couple games, so I say over.
Rashad White 17.5. I'll take the over on that. Why not? Like I said, just takes one long run there. As we are here on the Buccateers in our Bucs Bets, J-Lo and I chugging along here on the Bowl Blitz, bringing you guys up to kickoff here on Thursday night football. It's on. Let's go to field goals now, J-Lo. Over under 1.5 made field goals by Chase McLaughlin tonight.
Can't go wrong with big late Chase. I say he gets a couple over.
How about a sack out of these guys? Who would you bet on to get a sack? $10 on Diaby to win 17, 10 on Vita Vea to win 19, or 10 on Hassan Reddick to win 22?
I'm going to go with Hassan Reddick. I'm going to go with the vet. I say Hassan Reddick.
And then to get an interception, would you put 10 on Winfield to get 85, 10 on McCollum to get 85, 10 on Parrish to get 95, or 10 on Dean to get 95?
I'm going to go with Parrish. Give me the rookie.
From Bucs Bets on to the next. Who's your Falcons player to watch, brother? If you had to keep an eye on one Falcon this game, who are you circling, dotting your I's, crossing your T's on either side of the ball?
I'm going to say Bijan Robinson for sure, especially on those little dump ball passes, because that's going to be a challenge for the linebacking core. So I say Bijan Robinson would be the big one to watch for the Falcons offensively.
Yeah, and he killed us the opening drive last game. Remember, he had that long touchdown. We held him in check on the ground, but in terms of playmaking ability, he showed it off last time. So Bijan's a good one. I'm not going to pick Kirk Cousins. A lot of people would. I think we crash him down tonight, I will say. I'm going to go with their rookie edge rushers. I'll say that. They got a couple of young pups out there on the edge. You got to watch out for these edge rushers. I'll go with the Falcons edge room. I know Tristan Wirfs is back. I know Gadecki's still there, but at day's end, J-Lo, this is an edge room that cannot be looked after. I mean, they used 2 first-round picks on that room.
No, I couldn't agree more. Pierce is starting to come on. He's got, I think, 6.5 stats, I think. And then Walker, he's like a hybrid inside linebacker, edge rusher, but I couldn't agree more. 2 versatile pass rushers.
What is your score prediction of the game, and who is your player to watch?
I say Bucs 28, Falcons 25. I think they'll end up scoring late, going for 2, but it's not going to be enough to win the football game. The MVP, I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield. I think he gets it right this time. Gets his throws in there. I say he throws 3 tutties and doesn't turn the ball over.
I'm going to go with 30-20. The Bucs end up getting a 10-point victory. I'll go with, and my player. Sorry about that. But player of the game will be Bucs win by 10. I want to pick a couple different guys because I think a couple different guys do step up. But I'm going to go with the Buccaneers stepping up today. I'm going to go with the rookie having a big bounce back, 30-20 or going 28-25 with Baker. J-Lo, final thoughts on today's Bucs Falcons matchup?
Final thoughts is enough's enough. Last Sunday was Sunday. We're here now. On to the next opponent. I feel this team's going to come out and play a lot better, get better effort. Mike McMillan being bad should help the pass game with Baker Mayfield, get his throws in there. And we both agree, Ibuka's going to have a better game. I think he's going to make his catches, be clutch. And Bucky's just going to run the ball well. I mean, defense may look a little shady at first, but I think they're going to play much better with a lot more passion, get after Kirk Cousins, get revenge for what he did to us last year, just picking us apart. And I think it's time that we return the favor and send him to a retirement home.
Exactly. Just get after his ass. Get after him any way you can. We are live here on the Buccateers. If you're watching, hit that like button, subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. If you're on YouTube, you'll never miss a show today. We got memberships available. Shout out to Big Ed Rabassa, a member of ours, part of the Buccateers Brigade. We do appreciate it. 12 Days of Bucksmith starts Saturday on our Saturday Showdown weekend of football kickoff show where we start our holiday season Christmas giveaways over there, which will be a lot of fun. This is the Bowl Blitz, a new show throughout bowl season. Once a week, we'll be coming at you live. It'll be more college football talk in the future, but with the Bucs playing tonight, we ran things a little differently. So there's that. And then Toeing the Line released. It's out now. Get your Thursday night football bets and your quick kickoff show for football here for week 15. And then we had a great Man Cave Monday this week as well as a Wind Up Wednesday. So we had a lot of fun here on the Buccateers this week. And now here we are on the new show, J-Lo, the Bowl Blitz. And speaking of bowls, Saturday does start off college football bowl season. And we got 2 bowl games in Army, Navy. Thoughts of bowl season? What say you? And congrats, we do have a new member. Let's give a round of applause to our guy, Huge Purple, joining the Buccateers Brigade.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Welcome.
Yeah, we appreciate that greatly, J-Lo and I do. So, J-Lo, you have a fun day Saturday. You got the Celebration Bowl to kick off things at noon Eastern for college football, which is going to be awesome as well. Always a good time there. That's South Carolina State, Prairie View A&M, noon Eastern on ABC in the Cricket Celebration Bowl. And then to end the night, you got Boise State and Washington at 8 o'clock Eastern on ABC in the last ever LA Bowl. I forget where they're moving that bowl to, but it will be the last time it's ever in LA. And then midway through the day, 3 o'clock Eastern on CBS, J-Lo, the Army-Navy game, which is hyped up every year. Thoughts on the Saturday slate as we start tiptoeing our way into college football bowl season, my friend?
I will gotta say it's a good appetizer with 2 schools that no one probably really pays attention to, but they are going to pay attention Saturday. I see that they both got really good records, 9-3, 10-3, so we're not going to get some scrub game. It's going to be competitive. Boise State, Washington. I'm really intrigued with that game. You know, Boise State didn't have the best year, but hey, they finished strong and won their conference. Washington, they're coming up. You know, they got to keep their coach. I thought he might be on the move, but they kept him. That's gonna be a competitive game right there. I really like that matchup a lot. So shout out to the invitation sent out to those two teams. And then, of course, Navy Army, you know, in the middle of it. I mean, to me, that's a good slate of football, you know, especially when we're going to be waiting for the Sunday NFL games coming on. So that's a good start. I like it. Off to a great start.
Our guy Matt Kratz says, boys, enjoying the show as always. Keep up the great work. Happy holidays, Bucs fans. Same to you, Matt Kratz, friend of the programs. Great guy he is, so we appreciate it. Great talk, guys. I'm loving it. We appreciate that huge purple. We really do. Our newest member joining at Rabasa is huge purple. So we do appreciate that. And J-Lo, kind of talking about Washington and the LA Bowl a little bit, speaking on behalf of the college coaching carousel a little bit. Judd Fish, the former Michigan staffer, current Washington head coach. Thoughts on him maybe heading back to Ann Arbor? They need somebody who's familiar there, a quote-unquote Michigan man who could kind of patch up that program after what just turned into a disastrous run in the Harbaugh era. I think I read they had 7 assistant coaches arrested in the Harbaugh administration, which is insane. 7 assistant coaches arrested. One of those assistant coaches was caught hacking. Like, this Sharon Moore ain't even the worst assistant coaching, and this is bad.
I was saying this is new to me. I didn't know all this. Wow.
They had an assistant coach under Harbaugh out there that hacked into kids' emails and servers, and let's just say was getting private information, and he's doing a lot of time in prison right now. I mean, Michigan has a serious problem, J-Lo, and it starts with the athletic director. And now there's reports coming out that they knew that Coach Moore had mental health problems and they did nothing about it. And not saying you have to, but at least when you fire the guy and you know he has mental health issues, and at that point you know he's capable of maybe not even taking it out of himself, but other people as well, you fucked up. You did really bad. The athletic director's got to go. Michigan needs a way, way, way much needed overhaul. I hope the championship was worth it, but this is one of the most disasters in recent history as far as I can imagine for college football.
It's a very bad image. Very bad image. They'll be lucky if Fisk even has any interest to even go and get in the middle of this. They better hope and pray they can get a quality coach like that. Come here and the Alabama coach. I'm sorry, I'm brain farting here. His name got popped into the equation. He ain't gonna leave Tuscaloosa to go deal with that. What coach really want to go take that chance? You know what I mean? Especially Alabama. If DeBoer leaves to go to Michigan, I'll be shocked. As far as Fisk go, I think that's probably their best option right now. He's a guy that's wanting to go in there and build the program back up again. He did it at Washington State. He's doing it, and I'm sorry, not Washington State. My bad. Messing up anyway. Long story short, he's not afraid to go into a situation and get it back on top. And and like you said, he has familiarity over there. That would be their best option if they want to go out and go get a good quality coach. But as far as Dave, no, I don't see it happening. So Michigan, they got some serious rebuilding to do. They handed a job to a guy, didn't really go out and interview because they thought he would work out because it was Harbaugh's guy, but it totally backfired on them big time.
And it seemed like his ego mighty got struck when he went to Michigan, because if you look through his socials, when he was at Central Michigan, he posted his wife all the time. Not that you need to, right? But he's posting pictures, his wife and his family. I don't think he's posted one of her in 4 years on his Instagram. And then you look at who he follows, OnlyFans models and sorority girls and all these other things. And if you're the head coach of Michigan, you just got to be smarter. You got to be better. You got to be more self-aware, more educated. Just sad to see J-Lo, a guy probably top 10 position in the world in college football, making $7 million a year, has a great wife, 3 kids, living large, just won a championship as an assistant coach, just went 9-3 in an impressive year with a 5-star recruit quarterback. Now his world's crashing down. It just got to be smarter, got to be better. These college coaches, no matter what, not only college coaches, but in real life, you got to understand this type of stuff always catches up to you. It always does.
No, it does. And it's just very shocking that Michigan let this go on the way it did with everything happening. And then he served a 3-game suspension for a recruiting violation as
Yep.
well. So, I mean, you can already tell the domino effect was falling down. So, all I can say is it's a really bad situation over in Ann Arbor. I think they can somewhat recover, but it won't be a right away fix. It's going to be some, time consuming fixing because you got to think the parents or the recruits they just brought in. Now they're probably going to bounce. Not all of them, some of them are not going to feel comfortable, especially the good ones. I know their 5-star quarterback, Underwood, who played this year. I know he's looking at other options now because now the situation is coming out. I mean, if that was my child over in that school, I wouldn't want him there. I want him to transfer, go somewhere, because the university let this go on. They let this happen. They were aware that he had mental health issues. So when you got somebody like that around kids coming to college, that's not a good look. It's not. That's just my opinion as a parent. I wouldn't want my kid going there like that. Especially.
Well, on top of that, you just as a human, you got to be better, right? Because you lose your family. Once the cheating came out, you're gonna lose no family respects a cheating man. So he lost his family right then and there, which sucks. But then you could still kind of bounce back in life. He just went overboard, and sad to see. And Michigan didn't really do anything to help as well. Just sad all around situation. Thoughts on Ryan Miller being cut? J-Lo, I'm not surprised. I mean, only so many seats in the kitchen, only so many cooks in the kitchen. What say you?
I mean, he was all man out. I mean, it could have been Cam Johnson or Sterling Shepard, but I felt Shepard's earned his spot on the team. He's definitely a security blanket, definitely behind the other receivers. Tez Johnson's been coming along here and there, so he's out. But hey, he got picked up. He got claimed. The Giants picked him up, so he went somewhere else. He might get more opportunity. So best of luck to him.
Let's go Bucs tonight. Let's fire the damn cannons. But before we get to game day, we're gonna do a little college coach and carousel, J-Lo, and Michigan becomes open, so maybe another spot becomes open somewhere. That's kind of been the chase and tail game, right? Like Matt Campbell goes to Penn State, and then Iowa State becomes open, so the Washington State coach Rogers goes to Iowa State, right? So it's been a chasing tail type of thing.
No, it has, and at least these guys are getting their guys, I hope. After Campbell took off to Penn State, Iowa State didn't waste no time and got Rogers to come over. So shout out to the university jumping all over it because obviously they saw this coming. So shout out to them. Now they got Rogers, who I think will do pretty good, keeping them somewhat above water for the most part. And then Campbell going to Penn State, it's a good move. He's a good program builder. It's going to be a good culture change, and I think Penn State will be back on, compete for championships again very soon than later.
What do you think the best coach hire has been this carousel if you had to choose?
It's a tough one because there's been some pretty good moves that I'm pretty impressed with. And I'm not just going to be a homer and say Summerall for what he's doing over from Tulane. I think he's became a very interesting hire that I had no interest in, but after doing more research on him, turns out he's actually a pretty good hire so far until he gets to the SEC. But I'm gonna go with this is really tough. I'm gonna go with Golich to Auburn. I think Golich is a good program builder. I think he's gonna do really well at Auburn, get them, winning games. He's gonna be a good cultural thing. I'm very happy for him. He was somebody I wanted for Florida as a backup plan, but hey, he went to Auburn. Shout out to him. So I say Golich was probably a good home run hire for Auburn.
And Greg Allman, friend of the show's, been on here, been on our pregame or our off-season show. I'm sorry. He reports that Benjamin Morrison is in fact a healthy scratch for the second straight week. It's not injury related. He's practiced every practice. J-Lo, this isn't good for a second round pick now a healthy and active back-to-back weeks, that's a little concerning.
It's very concerning. The only thing I can hope for is maybe benching him, healthy scratch, maybe get his head right, saying, okay, they're not playing around. I got to step my game up and be better. That's the only thing I could think of. But that is very concerning back-to-back weeks because he was practicing full participants. So I just don't understand. Is it a mental thing? Is he having a bad practice? We don't know behind closed doors with that. Only the coaches know. So that's definitely a big question mark.
Very big, very big. We'll see what happens. But for those unaware, Ryan Miller did end up on the Giants. Little news flash there as well. J-Lo, thoughts before our final word and we get out of here on the Bowl Blitz. Least favorite hire so far of the college coaching cycle has been?
I'm going to go with the Arkansas hiring the gentleman from Memphis. I just don't really see what he's going to do to help get that program over the hump. He could prove me wrong, but I wasn't really impressed with his resume at Memphis. So I say the Arkansas hire.
Agreed. I'm not a big fan of that one, Silverfield over there. I'm intrigued by UAB. They got Mort's son who did a couple things there. So we'll see how that turns out.
Oh, yeah, I hope the best for him. I think, if he gets, the coaching staff, together and get it going, he might be successful. We'll see.
We'll see very much so. J-Lo, final thoughts here on the Buccateers podcast. Bucs game tonight, Thursday night football, must win. Creamsicle game, primetime game, Kirk Cousins game. The atmosphere should be, well, we'll see. Last week it was underwhelming at Ray J. Sadly, we'll see what this week holds. But J-Lo, final thoughts for the program here on our first Bowl Blitz. It's been fun.
No, it has been fun. Folks, sorry I'm late. I'll be better at that. So that's my apologies to y'all, the commenters. So thank you for staying tuned in, waiting on me to get in on the show. We'll be better. But Bowl Blitz is going to be fun. Going over some of these other bowl games coming up, college football playoffs. We'll be discussing more of that, and we'll see what happens with the whole Michigan situation, who they bring in to replace the coach they have let go. Looking forward to that. And Bucs fans, we got a lot of football left. Let's go in tonight. Let's root for our team. Stay confident. We got Mike back. We got McMillan. We got the 4 receivers we've been waiting to see, and I'm ecstatic to see what Grizz puts together with the play packages. That's one thing I will say look out for. Maybe we won't see McMillan as much on the field, but I know Mike is going to get his touches because he's dying to get out there and get the ball going.
Richard just gets off work, and now you're about 30 minutes away from Thursday night football. Buccaneers, Amazon Prime, Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to the uniforms of the Falcons, too. Going to look like Halloween out there. You got black, you got orange, you got throwbacks. Will be a fun time. But, J-Lo, been a great Bowl Blitz. Fire the damn cannons. Let's go, Bucs. Win no matter what. Do what you got to do. Fans, get your asses in the seats, I hope. We got to step up today on the field, off the field, as fans in the stands as well. But, J-Lo, I'll see you Saturday, brother. Must win tonight for the quest to continue. And if you win tonight as a Bucs fan, Sunday becomes a lot better, too, because then you relax and you become a Saints fan for 3 hours or so and see if they can help you out.
Let's do it, man. Hey, stay tuned, fans. Go Bucs.
Fire the damn cannons. We'll be back on the Bowl Blitz next week. J-Lo, Tampa Tones, college football coverage throughout bowl season. Have a great day. Peace. Fire the damn cannons. Let's go, Bucs. Bro, we'll put it like that. What's it like? I was actually there in attendance in Cleveland for Coe's first career NFL touchdown, which was awesome. And,
Awesome.
It was a great game. You could hear me on camera. I was just screaming, "Say it ain't so, Coe! Say it ain't so!" Sadly, from there, the game kind of went off the rails a little. That was the last high moment of that game, but it was a great game. Overtime loss, fun time. But how was that moment for you? Seeing the first, whether it was on TV, in person, wherever you were, seeing his first NFL touchdown. How was that?
Well, dude, I mean, we were at home because it was a away game. We don't travel to a lot of the away games because we can get into that later. But, to watch that and to think I wished I was there live. So to have your video was so cool. And just that, hey, this is so cool. I mean, that was so cool for us. Yeah, catching it from Tom Brady, right? Like he's got the ball yet. I mean, first NFL touchdown means a lot, right? I mean, as a dad, that's just so cool to see. And it was fun to watch. And, yeah, it didn't have the outcome we wanted, but still the same. What a memory. What a memory to have, right? So,
and honestly,
cool.
those one of the best guests ever, the Buccateers in the house tonight. You guys hear him on Tampa radio all the time. He's one of the best in the business. My favorite personal in the business. That's why I'm elated tonight. You know, growing up in the Chicago area, you're used to sports radio. That's what gets me through the day. So this man does help get me through the day, I will say, with the Pat and Aaron show at work. Nothing like it. So it's incredible. It looks like we got Stunna bumbling in. I'm Tampa Tones. We are joined by Lee Goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little clear. But we're joined by Pat
It looks like
Donovan.
Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like you got a little...
No, my camera's broke.
And he was trying to pull me in big time. And then I was like, hey, you know, nothing happened with Indianapolis yet. Like, I really want to give Indy a chance. And then also I talked to Cody Gruden, you know, once he took over Richmond Cannon, still like, well, look, I was like, y'all just give me the opportunity to explore free agency, see what's going on, and then can I make it do it.
All right, everyone, you are tuned into the Buccateers, a wide receiver, Kalen Geiger, and we are about to have a great pod. This is the Buccateers, your